I'm going to try this one more time. If you can't hear me, I call it quits for tonight. Fuck this. Like it's not bad enough that the Angels lose, but then they just, I can't get shit to work. So if you can hear, still no fucking sound. Are you serious? Are you serious? Where's no, man, dude, this is too fucking much, man. How about now? Anything now? Well, you hear me now? Or what? Do we have sound or what? Do we have sound? All I want to know is we have sound. Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, good. Good. Okay, look. It's been a fucked up night watching the game and then this shit happening. There literally is something that happens with my system, and it's an advanced system. That's the thing that pisses me off. There's literally something that happens every fucking night. I set stuff up sometimes in the 7th inning just to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to get out there. I'm going to start everything up. Everything's going to work like clockwork. Nope. OBS fucking crashes, or I get nothing on my end as far as sound. The settings get thrown off. I don't know what I don't check anything. I don't I don't freaking fool with anything. It's like there's a ghost that comes in here and just fiddles with all the fucking connections and nothing will work. And then I just found out that, I have a new block. You know what's been fucking up my internet? Here's the funniest thing. Before I get into Angels baseball tonight, you know what has been fucking up my internet to where it's all grainy and you guys have been like the last few weeks, oh, yeah, that's real funny, Todd's Minecraft and everything. Do you understand the thing that is fucking up my internet? And I thought, oh, maybe it's, some work I did around the house. The router's not able to, because I don't have the router in the studio. It's in my room. But guess what? It's my fucking refrigerator. My refrigerator has freaking Wi-Fi that is blocking the signal coming from my room. So now I have to have a direct line, brand new direct line being put in through the router because of my refrigerator. My refrigerator, dude. So there you have it. Tonight, I just want to play a real quick song because I think this fits. I had it for the intro and it would have been funny, but now I'm going to play it and I don't know if it's going to come off as good as it would have, but this is what I think of the Angels. This is what their theme song should be. If it plays, and of course it won't play. How about them apples, huh? Son of a bitch. So you guys can hear me, but I can't play the music on here. Oh my God, dude. Like, unreal. This is unreal. Let me see if I could possibly play it here. Because this is unreal. Let's see. Can you hear the song? Can you hear the song? Now, if you heard the lyrics, I don't know if you heard the lyrics or not, but the lyrics was basically like, hey, we suck, we know we suck, and we don't care. And it feels like that's the Angels. They suck, and they feel they don't care. If you look at Walsh is terrible in the box right now. You saw how many batters tonight just stand there and take strike 3 right down the fucking middle? How many hitters did you see do that tonight? How many players did you see just look god-awful in the box tonight? Again, it was really funny to me to hear Patrick O'Neill again say, hey, we need a home run right now. You got your boy up there, Ward. He's got 15 of them. I don't give a fuck if he has 60. How about just come through with a clutch goddamn hit? No, he's bragging about trying to hit home runs. And then they go to commercial. Tim Salmon's out there saying, man, we just got to get guys on base. We got to Yeah, Tim Salmon knows what's up. Darren Erstad knows what's up. All the old guys, Mark Langston, Mark Gubicza, traffic on the bases. Okay, that makes sense. But these guys are idiots. And I mean fucking idiots. I'm sorry, Patrick O'Neill, dude. I've lost all respect for you. You and your home run calls all the time. You wanting these guys to go deep, a bloop and a blast. It's shut the fuck up. How about call out these hitting instructors that are not changing a damn thing? And then you literally say on television, man, I wish these guys would come out there and freaking, hit the ball in batting practice. Trout's running around. He's doing this. He's doing that. They only mention that Renifo and Fletcher are hitting the bat or hitting the what is it called? The pregame batting practice, right? Nobody else really is. And lo and behold, 4 of the 5 hits tonight came from those 2 guys. Nobody else can fucking hit. And it's just getting worse for Adell. I mean, look, I was wrong the other day. Maybe I'm wrong completely when it comes to what's going to happen with these hitters moving forward. Because the other day they asked me on here, who do you think is going to come up from the Trash Pandas? And a lot of people are excited about Neto. A lot of people are excited about O'Hoppe. He's been hitting everything else like that. And now it's like, well, you know what? Maybe these guys are going to come up before you know it. Maybe these guys are going to freaking – because, look, O'Hoppe's got like 5 homers in 6 games. Neto's already ripping a few hits and a couple doubles already down there in Double-A for the Trash Pandas. That's an exciting-ass team. Those guys might just skip Salt Lake and come up here in September and see what they got. I mean, come on. We got all these retreads up on the fucking roster. You really think Rojas is going to turn it down? Oh, I got a feeling that guy is going to turn it around. Rojas is a SoCal guy. I don't care if he lives in the stadium. If you can't hit, you can't hit. I'd rather have a bunch of New Yorkers not named Squid come in here and actually do something. Then have this team made up by New Yorkers. If you win, you win. I don't care what color you are, where you came from, what city you reside in, what sex or orientation you are. I don't care. Just help this team win. I'm tired of the losing, man. And then I come out here and my fridge is fucking with my internet again. I'm Minecraft again because of my Wi-Fi from my refrigerator. Why does a refrigerator need Wi-Fi? And I can't get rid of it. I tried taking the Wi-Fi off. Nope. It's blocking everything. So I have to get an I have to get a hard wire from there to here, and then probably an extender to root out that fucking Wi-Fi from my television that's getting crappy service because my Fire Stick's all fucked up. I've had a day today. Let's just say that, ladies and gentlemen, and I would have had a bigger audience if I didn't have to freaking restart this show 3 times. So I apologize. This shit should be more professional, and I promise you that next year will be completely different. I promise you, for all the Halo fans that have been on here and been supporting us and everything, I swear to God, I'm going to have this fixed by the end of the season. And next year, we're going to roll into this thing as, we're going to be streaming like crazy. So, with that being said, I just got to say right now, I can't stand the way this team hits. They are so freaking predictable. In a bad way. You can predict strikeouts. You can predict groundouts. You can predict flyouts. This team is terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. Walsh just doesn't seem to give a fuck. I swear, he's swinging at the same shit every night. Nothing changes. And did you guys catch late in the game Jeremy Reed trying to save his job again? Again, fat-ass Paul Sereno sitting on that bench. He's like, I don't need to move. I'm just waiting for my after-game nachos. He doesn't give a shit. I mean, he has not given a shit since 2015. But Jeremy Reed, God love him, he's over there trying to pick up. He's like, what's this fandangled little iPad thingy? Oh, you can see scouting reports. Dude, you have multiple iPads, and this dickwad is walking around the damn dugout with these what is the Philadelphia Eagles coach, not Eagles coach, Chiefs coach Andy Reid, how he has those laminated looks like what is it, menus from like Denny's, but they're actually playbook plays. Well, he's walking around with those. I'm like, dumbass, you have multiple freaking iPads and you're using laminated play calling or scouting reports. How stupid are you? I mean, this is, oh my, I get more and more angry the more and more I watch. And it's not because I hate this team. I hate the losing. I hate the incompetence. Any one of you motherfuckers out there and on any other page can go in there that are not honks like the Rocks. You can go in there and just literally see what needs to be done and get rid of certain players, certain coaches, and it would make an immediate change to what we got on the field. But no, I feel bad for all those fans he kept showing. For like the 90th time, here's the 100th freaking Shohei Ohtani giveaway. It's a 17 hat, you know, and you come to the ballpark, bring your family, come have them witness shitty baseball, come have them witness players that don't give a fuck, and they're out there not taking batting practice because half of them are divas, and they follow the leaders on this team, which are divas, Trout and Ohtani. They refuse to put in the work to see the results. They just want to go and hit under the batting cages. They don't even want to go on the goddamn field before the game. It's pathetic. And I felt so bad for Patrick Sandoval. And some say, oh, he threw 100 pitches in 5 innings. He worked through shit. You know how many times the last 4 years prior to this season you would take a pitcher going 5 innings and only allowing 2 runs? How many of you guys and gals out there would take that? I would. We have every chance to win with that kind of mentality. If you come out there and you put a bull performance out there and you pitch your ass off and you only give up 2 runs, yes, you struggle sometimes, but you get out of innings. He made 1 mistake and takes his 8th loss because you can't even get a fucking run. You only muster 4 hits tonight. 2 by 2 players. It's pathetic. Oh, this team, it drives me insane how they just don't want to win. They just don't want to try. You see the same mentality game. This tells me that there is no leadership. There is no accountability. We've said it millions of times. I feel like a fucking broken record because at some point you would have these players benched. And you know what? You'd say, well, Todd, who are you going to put in there? If you bench Ohtani, who are you going to put in there? Anybody else. Just to prove a fucking point, I would. I would prove a point. I would say, you know what? We're going to fucking put Rojas at third, batting third. You know, we're going to fucking start, the pitching we're going to leave alone. But we're just going to fuck with the lineup like completely and make these guys look like jackasses. And when Trout comes back, sit his ass too. He doesn't want to take batting practice, sit his ass too. You need cohesiveness on this team, not guys being able to do whatever they want. And what the fuck is Rendon out there for? Get him out of there too. He doesn't need to be there. Oh, you can take ground balls and he can sit in the dugout? No, I'd rather pay his ass to stay home. I don't want any of that crap at my park, in my dugout. Oh, dude, I don't know if these guys could handle me as a manager because I would not put up with any of this shit. I would not put up with any of this shit. We're going to get to comments, and we're going to do I guess phone calls in a bit. The first few comments were all we could hear you because goddamn, I started this show 2 times or 3 times. Another loss, but I have some good news about the high school football tonight. I need to call in, and yeah, all right, we'll take that in a bit. Grill Master, okay. Jack says, cheers, guys. Tonight's home plate umpire, Corey Blass, he was so awful tonight. Yes, he was terrible tonight. The scouting report on the home plate umpire, Blazer, is that the pitcher's he's a pitcher's umpire, but he didn't seem to be a pitcher's umpire tonight for poor Sandy. Let's see, why not play the circus song? I felt like it, but I thought that We Suck song would have worked. 92 and 70, Squiddy Poo for MVP. See, the first honk for you. Let's see, you guys are giving out wrong numbers. PED Ward. He needs some PEDs because he's terrible. Patrick O'Neill for manager. No. PED for Tatis. 80 games. How about that, dude? The Padres have no luck whatsoever. Thank you. Patrick needs to go. Dude's annoying as hell with and going for the other teams. He is. Jack says he's been shit since we got injured. Who is Adele? Never heard of her. Let's see. Even a guy like Shohei, for as talented as he is, needs practice. Absolutely. Let's see. Also, Padres take all kinds of L's. The sound is working. Adele said hello from the other side. I see what you did there. Jack says it's crazy how Walsh was an all-star. Yeah, and that's what again, people forget that's what bad coaching can do to you. They can really fuck with your swing or not fuck with you at all to help you out to get out of these slumps, because he's in the same slump he was in mid-May. Jack says, and still got to give him another chance next season. We have to see how many of these guys that are at least worth keeping are going to turn it around with new coaches. Let's see. Oscar says, I want to be the play-by-play announcer. I can be more realistic than Patrick O'Neill. I would love to hear anybody. I vote 357. Cheers, guys. We love donuts. Yet again, another shutout, Nick Tate says. I was going back and forth with Nick. Imagine if Krispy Kreme's gave out promotions for donuts, get a free donut every time the Angels get shut out. Boy, they would lose money. All the fans that would come from the games to reclaim a donut, man. Blame the coaching staff for tonight's problems. Absolutely, Josh. Nacho Night goes to the technology itself for failing. Stamos award to Todd because he's a fucking legend. Well, you know, I thank you for that, Grillmaster, but if I'm a legend for putting up with the shit I have to put up with, first off. A paper bag night tonight, Jack says. On my 25th beer. Holy shit, Jack. Wow. Let's see. That's what I'm going to say, too, tonight. Nacho Night Award goes to other than Jared Walsh. He gets a big heaping fat thing of nachos. I mean, you can give it to several players tonight. You can give it to Ward for, again, not coming through with a hit with a bad launch angle again. And then the Stamoses, man, I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to give it to our boy Sandoval. Sandoval should have got the win tonight, at least a no decision, but they can't muster shit for him. Let's see. I'm just recovering from drinking a bottle of 1942 myself last weekend, Jacob says. Holy crap. I'm 38, so it takes me a few days to recover too. Jack says, man, I would be easier on your liver. Jacob says, laugh out loud, took me a week this time. Damn, you guys need to calm down. Getting old does suck. In football, you need a good offensive coordinator to perform the offense. In baseball, you need a real hitting coach that coaches hitting. Andy Reid don't need an iPad. He's a fucking genius. He is, but is Jeremy Reed right there? That's my point, Randy. My friend went to the game tonight. I asked him how it went. Exactly. Call up the hitting coach from AAA, Betancourt. I was 18 when we won the World Series. LOL. Yeah, it's been a while. It has sure been a while. The Lakers won 3 in a row. Shaq and Kobe. At Fast Times, let's see. Reed is on someone's iPad right now. Josh says we need Chris Brown for hitting coach so he can legally hit something. Yeah, just I was going to go somewhere else, but I'll just leave that one alone. Sonia says, why do they forget how to fucking hit after a day off? It never fails. She said that early in the game, too. I'm telling you, Sonia, this team is stupid. I mean, absolutely stupid. It is like they threw their bats and like they're like, who cares? You know, let's play soccer. Like they don't even care. And not having Trout, you can tell big time. Exactly. Padres and Jets fans probably said the same thing tonight. Fuck! Suspense of Zach Wilson, a non-contact knee injury. Yeah, that's going to be tough, man. Hopefully he's not done for the year because, guys like Randy and the Jets, man, they need a break. This is exactly why they should blow it all up and get younger and look at 2025. Exactly, Jay Bruce. You were saying this when they first started to slump. I was like, hey, if we're not going to rebuild or restock, freaking just, if we're not going to restock, we're going to rebuild. We got to do one or the other. Can't stay in the middle. Let's see. Hey, bro, Angels lost, but I have some. Yeah, I'll get to it. Don't worry about it. Let's see. I'd make them run sprints and every shutout. I would, too. They got to just flip a bunch of players, but keep Ohtani and Trout. 33,000 people showed up for tonight. Why? That's what I'm saying, Fernando. Why? They wasted their money tonight. At some point, I know there's a bootlicking houseman podcast up in here, not our podcast, but another channel that just is fawning over everything that freaking Artie does, and they're like, don't wear paper bags. Oh, if you don't show up, that'll show them. It will show them. If you show empty stadiums, that shit's embarrassing. If you have fans with paper bags, that shit's embarrassing. So again, that stuff does make a difference to a billionaire because they get embarrassed. It's all about ego. It's not about hurting his pocket. It's about hurting the ego. And if you hurt their egos, man, those guys, those owners are crybaby bitches. You know what? Anthony was in the first one in the brawl, broken hand and all, and he wants to be there, so he likes his bros. I guess, Jacob, but he's got to do a lot more than just do that. I mean, he's got to put some offense up. Sorry, I like seeing some of the guys in the dugout hanging out with the guys, and that's cool. That opinion that you guys have, Sonia and Jacob, that's fine. I mean, just I have a different opinion. I'd make them do burpees before they have to do farting. I would make them eat Taco Bell and then do burpees. Leaf says the Benny Hill song always works for this team. Yeah, Sandy had the worst luck. He does. Unfortunately, we are the T and twin it. Hey Todd, did you know that Max came up with our page name according to him? Yeah, he's so smart. I love that guy. You know, where would this page be without Max? I mean, geez, God, we owe him everything. Nicholas is going to wear my Tatis to piss off Dodger fans even more, Nicholas says. You should, Nicholas. Let's see. He's a legend for having to put up with my loud, pissed off Irish ass. Nacho night to all the hitters not named Renifo and Fletch tonight. Pretty much. Correa to the Angels next year, Bryce says. You know what? That is the most Angel thing to happen. I wouldn't doubt that I used to be like, nah, shit like that wouldn't happen. No. It would probably happen. Michael says Ohtani in the sixth swung at a pitch so high out of the zone it should have been banned of all time. Yeah, that was a high pitch, dude. We had several of those tonight, and they were like, swing, swing, swing. Andy Reid doesn't need an iPad. He needs a cheeseburger. He gets a lot of them. Andy Reid is a walking heart attack waiting to happen. Josh, damn, that's sad. 2 months till the Ducks regular season. Take the Kraken at home at them. Cheers, guys. Ohtani and Walsh statues at the plate tonight. They sure were, Sean. Thank God I was at work closing to not watch this shit show, and it was a shit show tonight. What's up, Mateo? Game time and then practice after the game. Cox in the outfield. Randy. Let's see. The Indianapolis Indians could beat the Angels. They could probably score more right now. Yankees fans crying. Security already said that it wouldn't make Artie happy, so fuck yeah, it would be a statement. Exactly. You just got to sneak those bags in. I'm telling you, put them in your pants. Don't put them in your purse or they'll see them. They won't take it as a bag. Michael says, I'm going to be pissed off if Statue Stassi ends the season above 200. I do, I think who's going to have a worse batting average right now? Statue Stassi, Jared Walshy, or is it going to be our boy Adele? Because, I mean, they're all flirting with 200. I called the Correa opt out this offseason. Yep, it sure is. Let's see. Saxy says, want to play co-op? No. I kind of regret on buying a ticket for tomorrow's game. I could have bought the Subway some chips and a drink with that money. Well, at least you'll see fireworks tomorrow, and most likely from the other team and then from the Angels afterwards. I started coaching football at the new high school. The head coach asked me to do be his offense coordinator. Awesome, Mateo. Let us know how you do over there. David says, is Artie Moreno in trouble? He is in trouble, but not in baseball terms, unfortunately. Legally, yes. I think it's going to be my boy Walsh. Randy's calling for Adele. If I'm coach, I make the Angels practice 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., then play the game, then practice till sunrise. Yeah, you would kill all our players. But no, I would just be making them run, do a lot of shit that they need to do because this team, they need to take extended batting practice. I mean, there's no joke. I mean, this team does some stupid stuff in the box. Stuff that I couldn't get away with in high school, and this is a Major League Baseball team just up there flailing at everything every night, not giving a shit. At some point, and I've said this before, have some self-respect for yourself. Have some respect for the game. Have some respect for the fans that go out there every night. If you're going to be stuck up and not sign an autograph, throw a baseball, go out there and try to better yourself. Go out there and try to be a better ball player. Represent the city of Anaheim better. Because right now we've been a joke. I mean, there's been so many lowlights on this team this year. It's pathetic. 714-598-3221 is the number to call. 714-598-3221. We're not going to stay on here too long. Velasquez around 175. Send him to the Nationals. Artie Moreno shops at Walmart. We will see. Let's see. Well, he does want them all to die. That is true, Randy. Artie shops for whiskey and not even the good stuff. He probably gets the pop-off vodka, the pop-off freaking, if there is some whiskey pop-off. Either that or what's the brand? Kirkland Kirkland from freaking Costco. New T-shirt available. If you saw my story this morning, he's joking. He's joking because you're gonna set Grill Master off. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
What's up?
I'm just getting off work right now. I work at a car store, so I'm just closing up, and I'm there working all day. I'm like, oh, cool, the Angels is playing. I'm gonna see how they do. I get a notification from ESPN. I'm like, oh, okay, 2-run blast. I'm like, oh, well, here it comes, and then another one, and then it's like, what was the score today? Like 4-0, I think.
4-0. Yep.
And then I was like, honestly, at this point, I the only reason I want to go tomorrow is because I want to watch the fireworks. I want to show off my paper bag. I want to get, like, my friends don't understand why, like, I get so, like, worked up over the Angels. I'm like, honestly, if you're a diehard fan like I am, like, I've been a fan for, like, a good 8 years. And so, and like, at this point, all I've been watching from my lifetime span is, like, a bunch of shit shows, Like, we did have that good team in, like, '08 to, like, 010, like, 2010, and after that, it just went downhill,
Yeah, he had one good year in 14, and then it's just been shit. So,
yeah.
Well, I feel you, man. I mean, they you're gonna get that hat tomorrow, right? Is that what the Shohei Ohtani 17 hat?
Oh, hell yeah, I am.
Yeah, I mean that's like what, the 60th promotion for Shohei this year.
Yeah, pretty much the hat.
I mean, they do. I mean, there's no other players on this team. Apparently, this franchise has only had Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. That's it. Nothing else has come through here. Nothing else happened. I mean, there was that team in '02, but we don't remember them that good.
Yeah, and it's like you pretty much see it, like, from the past couple of years. You feel like, oh, okay, we had a superstar team with like back then, and then now it ended up being like only Trout and then Pujols, and then it's like you see promotions for Trout. That's like, okay, yeah, we got money right there. We're gonna bring in fans because everyone loves Trout, and now Artie was like, let's give him a big contract. Let's get more Trout sales going on for promotions. Well, Tony comes to Anaheim, everyone loves him, and Artie's like, yup, I'm trying to make some more bank and not help out this team, but make money for myself and my illegal things going on in my life.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he busts a nut with Ohtani, man. He loves that guy. He knows he's just a moneymaker, and he's going to try to convince him to stay and play on a mediocre team instead of blowing it up. But it's like every time I'm like, you know what, this franchise is fucked. We're not going to do anything. Like, I see guys like O'Hoppe and freaking Neto and the pitching staff, and I'm like, man, maybe there's something here coming. Maybe all this, because I thought this year was the year that, okay, 8 years of frustration are going to be washed down the drain, man, or 7 years. We had 7 years since 14, so I was thinking, man, this is the year, and
it looked like that too. Of the season, we were like, okay, you know what, let's not get too comfortable, but we have a solid team. We got hitters, we finally got the pitching together, and it's like now it's all down the drain. We're like, yep, here goes another year at it. And we honestly, as Angels fans, we honestly don't know how much longer we could take of this before the stadium starts becoming like an empty stadium, like Oakland. Like Oakland had their reasons and stuff, but
What's definitely thinning out a lot more, and I think, again, you have these idiots on another page go like, hey, it's not going to affect a billionaire like Artie. Yeah, we know it's not going to affect his pocket. But what it will do is bring negativity to him, and it will have a lot of ramifications nationwide. They're going to start saying, hey, look at the attendance. Because what's happened in Ohio, they're talking about the name change. They said that they're not, despite them in first place, they're only averaging 20,000 or less a state at the game. You have more people wearing Indian stuff than Guardian stuff. People are pissed. And it's showing the owners that they made the wrong decision. And you can do that like back in the day in football. The Saints were the Aints. They wore paper bags until the organization finally turned it around. It can happen, and you could do it here. These guys aren't like, they're warriors in the pockets because they're so loaded, but their egos are like, they're pussies when it comes to their egos. If you take a shot at their ego and you actually have something like, grade A to throw at them, they can't take it. They literally can't take it. And Artie's so weak. If we would have hit him with embarrassing shit, I guarantee you, bro, he would make some sweeping changes.
Yeah, and it's like I was telling my brother, he's like, don't do the paper bag, like that shit's corny. But I'm like, honestly, you need to open your eyes and see that nothing's gonna open this team's eyes unless the fans are realizing, or the fans are showing that this is basically a big pile of shit at this point. This team can't have all this money being used on these superstars and try and build a superstar team, and for them not to execute and play well. You know, they have big egos because they get paid a lot. All it takes is the fan base to show that, you know, we're not going to stand for your big ass egos, you know, and we're not going to take it. And then the players are like, okay, they're not going to take our big egos anymore. They're going to find it and they're going to try and fix it.
Yep, exactly. Well, it's on. Hopefully tomorrow you get a chance to catch a W. We at least know you're going to get that hat. So there's the only win right there.
Yep.
All right,
yeah, that's all I have for tonight.
All right, man. Well, you have a good night then.
All right, you too. Later, fuck.
All right, later. All right, there's Abraham right there. The Nats scored 5 runs tonight, Sonia's saying. But at least they scored some runs. Yeah, some of you guys are saying, what happened in 2002? Yeah, that's been ignored for most of the year. But, hey, you got a long sleeve shirt in August because it's so damn cold in August that you got your 2002. I mean, I got mine too, but goddamn, the thing is like the worst thing. It's like, that's winter stuff, man. Josh says, so apparently tickets are $2 in the 500 level. Yeah, they are. It's terrible. Let's see, I've been a fan for 30 years. I'll be a fan for the rest of my life, thick and thin, win or lose. And that's what we're all here for. But it's just through the bad times, we have an opportunity to voice our opinion. We're not bootlicking housemen, and we're going to go out there and say how it is. I mean, when they're good, I mean, I'm telling you, I'll have pom-poms on. I have many wigs here since I'm bald, and I'll wear a long wig, like, one of those, I don't know, long 80s style wigs, that they used to have a lot of hairspray, like Guns N' Roses used to wear. So I kind of look like male and female. Then I'll have the pom-poms on, dude. I'll be the biggest honk out there when we're good, when they deserve it. But I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat a piece of crap. I'm not going to do that. And it's just been frustrating because we've done that for most of this Halos in the Infield run. And it sucks because we started this thing as fans, like hoping that this team would get better and then we could grow with it and we could touch base with the fans and have a good time and bring all the fans together and do little, side things like tailgates and parties and stuff like that to where it would work out, give giveaways because, we love this team. But it just sucks when they give you nothing back. And this year feels worse than any other year. It feels like, man, like we're on the street and we're trying to like beg for some food. And they're like, whatever, get out of here, grouch. And, we're just left there standing with our hands open. Like, come on, give us something to be happy about. And it just hasn't been there all year, dude. It hasn't been there. Sean saying Artie's a racist, news at 11. Michael says Stassi's batting stance looks like shit. It does. And then he says they keep showing 2002 highlights, but they don't talk about it too much. Artie is Hispanic. He can't be racist according to the media. That's true, Randy. You got to find something else. David says Oakland Athletics need to move to Anaheim. He's calling for that again. Let's see. Bust out the corn pop wig. Billy Bean as Angels general manager. Boy, David, he would turn this season around fast. Mateo says, this is my first season as offensive coordinator. I'm worried I'm going to mess up. No, you're not. Mateo, let me give you advice. Go with your gut. And trust the players that you have. Watch them in practice, see who can do what, and then translate that into plays that you're going to be calling during the game. Utilize their strengths and also use the plays to work with their weaknesses as well. There's ways of doing it, trust me. But evaluate these players before that season starts and know what you got first before you start calling plays. If you know what you got before, trust me, you'll make the right call. And you'll use your gut to make the right calls in certain situations, because it's going to come down to you as offensive coordinator to make the plays and to get it going. So I think you'll do good, man. Just don't overthink it. You're young, Mateo. You'll have growing pains, and you'll do better. Let's see. Also, what is Randy says? Don't get in your own head. Exactly. Good advice. I'll only be happy when drink sells this, or when Drunky sells this team. Josh says. Let's see. Also, Michael says the TV announcers said that the team might set a club record for lowest batting average. Let's go slow glow. Ouch. Grillmaster says awards for futility, and watch that tape. Tape will help you a lot. Yes, Josh, I'll watch a lot of tape. And don't start your quarterback in preseason. Yeah, stop with the preseason. Preseason is the dumbest thing in the NFL. There's no need for it. How many ACLs always happen? That's why, too, when we do fantasy football, I never do it in early August. It's stupid because you always have some catastrophic injuries. So I always wait till the last week when none of the starters are going to freaking play. That's when you do your draft. It's stupid if you do it before that. But getting back to baseball, it is pretty pathetic the way that this team has now sunk as far as batting average. You have certain guys, or this team is basically went from number 3 in May all the way down to only Detroit, I believe Arizona, and Oakland are in last. Oakland's team batting average is like a team batting average is 202. And you wonder why we shut them out 2 of the 3 games, or we would have shut them out 2 of the 3 games. Actually, we would have shut them out all 3 had our bullpen not blown that 3rd one, and then we gave up a late run in the 2nd one. So Oakland is pretty pathetic, and for some, and I'm gonna keep referencing that other page. They were like, "Oh, we swept Oakland. We're gonna be back in it." Shut up, dude. They have no chance of making. You could say mathematically. You could just say mathematically we're not eliminated, and I'd give you that. But the fact that you're gonna say we're going on a run, like Randy in our chat for our page, literally says, when's the last time you've seen the Angels actually come back and make a run being down 6-7 games in the standings? I never have seen the Angels come back in the standings other than to save their ass and force a game. Emergency playoff game with Seattle in 95. That was it. Other than that, and they only had to make up, they made up 4 games, and I think it's 6 days or something like that, 3 games, whatever. But they have never made up a big deficit. Now, if you want to talk about blowing big leads, yes. The Angels multiple times have blown big leads in the standings and lost. If this team makes the postseason, they have to be the steady engine that could the entire way, and they have to cruise into the postseason, or they have to be ahead and just, get into the postseason. This team does not come from behind at all. No. Once they are down 4 or 5 games, it's just like, fuck, man, can we just get close? They're I've never seen this team fight their way back into a postseason, be like 5 games out with like a month to play or 2 months to play and make the playoffs. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Let's see. Also, let's see, get in here for a few more right here. Leaf says, I think preseason is important for players. Don't come out rusty. See all the torn ACLs in week 2 of the 2020 season. Well, see, here's my problem, Leaf. Here's my problem. Because of all the wokeness and all the, we can't do 2-a-days. We can't play with pads. We don't, off season's too long, and these pussies just make more and more money, and they get less and less practice. So you come off from not really working out in the off season, and you come into the new season trying to say, okay, I stayed in shape. I stayed, I worked out. This bullshit. You need to get into early training camp. You need to get into voluntary OTAs, because the players that don't do that are always the ones that tear their ACL. And they're always like, I didn't know. Oh, no, it's because if all these guys had worked out prior and went to all the OTAs, got into shape and stretched, I guarantee you, preseason or not, that I hate, if they played preseason, you'd have less and less ACL tears. You'd have less and less of these muscle tears, because it wouldn't happen, because you'd be stretched out already. These guys that went out there weren't stretched out, and that's why you have the torn ACL. So don't give me that shit. I'm not on you, Leaf, but I'm just saying, like, I don't buy all these pussy players, dude, whether it's football or even in baseball. Baseball, it happens with obliques because they're not stretching, and also with UCLs in their arms because they're not stretching. None of these guys take their $1 million job seriously. They take it for granted. And a lot of these guys come into camp fat and out of shape, or they haven't practiced. And that's why you have all this torn crap. That's why you have all these season-ending injuries. Grillmaster says, trade Sandoval, re-sign Lorenzen, get back Thor. I don't know if 2 or 3 of those things are happening. Give a honk to the page that said we're going on a run. There it is. Angels winning games is easier said than done. Exactly, Mateo. Randy Johnson smoked us in 95. Yeah, he did. Matt says, you missed the Torrey Hunter days. We had fights and heart. Yes, yeah, Matt, I do miss those days because you had leadership on that team too. I mean, that team, Torrey Hunter was not only our spokesman, but he kept those guys in line. Early on, Pujols was sort of the same thing, but he got Torrey out of there. Torrey could have finished his career here, but those two butted heads. But yeah, I miss those days. I miss any kind of leadership on this team. I miss the Ibar days when he was a leader. I miss Weaver, John Lackey, guys who would just not take nonsense and keep the locker room, loose at times. But when they needed to tune up, when they needed to work out, when they needed extra practice, they were in your face. And when you fucked up, they were in your face. We just don't have any players like that. Anthony says that's because we have no leadership on this team. Exactly. They still have practice. Your starters don't need to play all the games. LaDainian Tomlinson never played preseason. True. I'm running OTAs on Monday. I'm working them light because we are only a weekend. And you don't have the rules when I played high school football. You can't do 2-a-days. It's tough, Mateo, but I would guarantee you this. If you find out who's your speed on your team, that's always the players you want to work with first on offense. And also offensive linemen, get to know them, be best friends with them. They're going to be the backbone of your team right there. They're going to help you. They're going to help everything move. If they don't know the plays, you're fucked. Your quarterback's getting hammered. Your running back's getting hammered. You need them to be knowing the plays backwards and forwards. So focus on them as well. The receivers just know that they're fast. They're not going to be the smartest tools in the shed, but as long as they have good route running, you don't need that, you don't need the smartness with the receivers. Let's see. Also, the owner, managers, coaches, and players don't care. That's why we don't go on winning streaks. Exactly. Let's see. Anthony says the only ones that care are the fans, and that's why the players need to respect us. Jesus Christ literally just described the Angels with all those injuries. Exactly. What's the team that doesn't stretch and has players that always are injured all weight? Oh, yeah, it's the Angels. Exactly. Dude, Mateo, this team literally found out with the Atlanta Braves staff, the medical staff, what yoga is. We went 26 years without yoga because we had old farts in here that nobody refused to fire that would just be like, doing the weirdest freaking training stuff for our players. I'm ready to give up on baseball. I'm just going to watch ladies volleyball. Well, the way they show it when they're in thongs and stuff, I mean, how could you not? I would be scared for you, though, Michael, if you would have said, hey, I'm just going to give up and watch the WNBA playoffs. I'd be like, hey, buddy, nobody watches horses anymore. So, come on. See, that was Torrey's clubhouse in 100. Absolutely. Austin Warren needs to watch the whole field when warming up. Exactly, Sean. That's probably why this team was probably getting back into batting practice, and then he gets hit in the head, and then they're like, see, that's why we don't do it. Bump set spike. Ibar was awesome. Lackey had some attitude, but Renifo is like Ibar in terms of hitting. Just like back in the day, it was Erstad's clubhouse. Exactly. I'm just wanting the World Cup in November. Yeah, that'll be kind of exciting. I miss Torrey Hunter and Sean Figgins. Sean Figgins got lazy as fuck when he went to Seattle, though. Sean says Erstad was the best athlete we ever had. I agree. Grillmaster says underwear. Choney Figgins was awesome. Reggie Willits. There you go. Let's see. I would do yoga, but I'd tip over. Is it golf season yet? The only way for the losing to stop is the season needs to end. Yeah, it's like that one black guy on the meme when he's like, like just pointing to his head, like reasoning. It's the same thing, Anthony. I thought of when you said that, like, we can't lose if the season's over, right? I'm happy that high school football returns next Friday, Josh says. Yeah, look, football's right around the corner. I don't count preseason for shit. And, when the NFL starts, when hockey kicks in, we're going to have other things to watch, unfortunately. And it's sad, like I want the Angels to be much better. But damn, dude, like there's just no fight in this team. And if you're not going to show fight in the field, why should I fight for you and fight with my time to watch you, Do the Angels hitters confuse Patrick Sandoval with Patrick O'Neill? Because I can't figure out why they ever support Sandoval. Yeah, you know what, Iron Giant, I don't get it either. If you looked over like Chuck Finley's career early on, he got no run support just like this. I mean, Chuck Finley has struck out 4 in a game 3 times because he had a devastating forkball and split finger. It was a hard pitch to come up. He hit it so well. He was a great pitcher. And I think Sandoval has a little bit of Chuck Finley in him. But he also has the bad luck of Chuck Finley. That Chuck Finley could have had so many more wins. The Angels left him hung out to dry so many times. And you know what? I loved seeing him pissed off. I love the fact that only Matt Wise had the balls to come up to him and talk to him. I love the fact that everybody stayed away from him. Even Ohtani tried to slap him on the back or whatever, high five him, and Sandoval didn't want any part of it. I love that because that shows he has a bulldog mentality. And he could be an ace someday. And right now, he's pissed off at himself and he's pissed off at his teams. And I hope that the team saw that. But we're stupid. And so most of the players probably were like, well, he probably has gas. They didn't even realize that he was pissed off at their poor performance. Choney got paid and he was done. He was done. He was sleeping in the clubhouse. Damn, Bryce Harper is going to be part of the USA team. Not my favorite player. Mateo says, I have 3 players trying out for quarterback position, and they keep asking me if they are getting the starting spot, and I told them it's too early to make that decision. What you need to do, Mateo, is say if you want the starting job, prove it. Be mean with them. I'm telling you. A quarterback, you got to get in their head, and then you see what you got. So be mean with them. When they ask you stupid questions, be like, listen, you asked me that the other day. If you want to be the starting quarterback, to be the man, you got to beat the man. So you got 2 other guys right there. Beat them. Show me how you're going to beat them. Be in their face. I mean, you can't grab their face mask like when I played, but you could be in their face and you could tell them, shut the fuck up. Go out there and do what I tell you to do, and then we'll talk. Be like that, dude. Give it a little fire, man. I know you're a nice guy, but give them some fire. Abraham says, I was more hyped watching my Falcons play today instead of the Angels. Oh, damn. Josh says the Playboy Bunny gets more runs than the Angels. And I think Beavis and Butthead are starting to score more than we are. Sean says Nolan Ryan had lots of 1-0 losses. Yeah, that's why he left too, Sean. I mean, I know we traded him, but he wasn't too happy with his time here either. And Grillmaster saying 28-3. He's reminding you right there. Fletch Facts checks in with an important David Fletcher. I have gas. It's shooting out my ass. Let's see. You're a coach, Mateo. Use coach speak. Tell him what's up. Exactly. Mateo, tell him that what my mom would tell me if you ask me more than one time. The answer is no. Exactly. I'd tell him if you have to ask, chances are you're not. Dude, Randy would be a savage-ass coach, dude. I swear to God, he'd be great. Will Trout ever make the playoffs again? That is the question. That is the question of the year. I mean, or even the decade. I want him to make the postseason, but we have to see some changes. It could happen next year. Baseball's a funky sport, but they got to do a lot of off-season stuff. Breaking news, Wall strikes out again. Pateo says, Todd, when do your Seahawks play? I don't know. I'm not. Right now I'm still in baseball mode. Like, I'm pretty sure they'll play this weekend. But look, you know how you're dealing with your quarterbacks? I'm dealing with my quarterbacks. I got Geno Smith or Drew Lock, man. I mean, pray for the Seahawks. Let's see. Our high school football coaches used to hit us in the helmet with their whistles. I hated it. You know what, Anthony? And that's the thing. When I played football, they would jerk your face mask worse than when they would actually throw a face mask penalty. Like, they jerked. I remember one time I got a personal foul because I hit this dude really hard. Like, I hit him, but it was like an illegal hit. I sort of clipped him as well. And so when I came off, like they gave me a 15-yard penalty, and I was arguing with the ref for a minute, and he grabbed my face mask, jerked my head around, and was jerking it as he was yelling at me. And man, dude, he gave me an instant headache, and then I was all like, just like my neck hurt. Like the next day, I couldn't turn my neck the right way. I mean, he was an asshole. But you could be an asshole back then. You were encouraged to be an asshole. Somewhat excited about the Seahawks game tomorrow, but regardless, they're going to win 5 or 6 games. I agree, Leaf. I really agree. Breaking news, Velasquez strikes out again. Yeah, he strikes out without even playing. Anthony says the only thing Trout is going to be good at is baseball classic, the World Baseball Classic, yeah. Did you guys hear about Tatis? Yeah, we heard about the 80-game suspension. I hated the whistle smack. That shit would ring my ears for days. Rojas strikes out again. Seahawks versus Steelers tomorrow at 4 p.m. Locke and Geno versus the Pittsburgh battle of Mitchell and Pickett. Woo! You already got me hyped up there. James! I'm so hyped for that game. Dude, I swear our punter is going to get more love this season. Mateo says, my only problem with this team is that it's only freshmen. Oh, so you got that freshman team. See, you're getting this start with a freshman, dude. You're not going to expect much. I thought you were on varsity. With freshmen, you guys just got to make sure they know the plays. The skill will come later. Trust me. Let's see. Randy likes blowing the whistle. Jeez. See, you start things, Grillmaster. He's not going to stop. Speaking of suspensions, did Rendon ever appeal his suspension? No, he didn't. He's going to take that to start the year next year. Popcorn is not ready. I stuck our quarterback in practice. Oh, my God. Grabbed on face mask and spit in my face. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's tough. Josh says Sam Blum tweeted about how Sandoval felt about his performance tonight. I got to check that out. Michael says, no way he'll deserve 80. He'll appeal. Everyone appeals. They sure do. Rendon cannot appeal his till next year. Oh, okay. Do they still duel the bull in the ring, reindeers or Oklahoma drills? I bet players are too soft for that shit. They are. They so are. Tatis already said he's going to appeal. Mateo says, it's a new school. We are starting with freshmen, and we will go up a grade every year. Oh, okay, I got you. Man, you're going to have some problems this year. Randy says, don't make the post that shirt again, Grill. Yeah, I would stay away from Randy Grill. I told him to lay low, so, yeah, don't poke the freaking bull, dude. Grillmaster says the last humorous insults, Randy is just straight up offensive with his... Oh, geez. Mateo says, Roger Lunch. My voice is kind of cracking tonight, so I'll have it for tomorrow. Of course, Rendon will start the season on the bench. Let's see. Trout was taking BP today, and Rendon took ground balls. There you go. As far as the team goes for tomorrow, we got Detmers going. But again, it's like my dad said. My dad was like, well, they could have Nolan Ryan going tomorrow. They could have Randy Johnson going tomorrow. They could bring back Whitey Ford. They could do just about anything and throw an Angel uniform on him. If you can't score, you can't win. Mic drop. Mic drop. That's the mic drop right there. You can't score, you can't win. And this team will be destined to do whatever. Because, they can't score. Let's see, I'm only an offensive person. I'll be so pussy too. Oh, jeez. What happened to Trucker Hat Trivia? You know what, Anthony? I forgot the last few weeks and just haven't been in the mood on Sundays. But I'll get back to that because I just ordered some new hats too. We'll have some shirts coming in here pretty soon too. So we have some apparel coming. So we're going to have some giveaways here coming up soon. So we did not give up on that. Just in case you guys were wondering, we did not give up on the Trucker Hat Trivia. We just haven't done it recently. And it's been pretty depressing to try to do it too. Good luck, Mateo. Same thing here, James. I agree with that. I'm not happy with how I threw the ball today. 4 walks. It was embarrassing and unacceptable. I'm just fighting myself the whole game. So that's Patrick Sandoval. Josh's messaging here. He says, I feel like my whole outing, it was there with some at-bats, and then some at-bats it just wasn't. Fair, Josh. But what I do with that is I just look at the leadership qualities that is right there. This loss should not be pinned on him. He literally gave up a 2-run homer, and that was it. I mean, he walked some guys, yes. But did he pitch out of it? Yes. Did he not have his best stuff? Yes. But he kept you in the game. That's not his fault. But look at him fall on the sword because he has a bunch of pussies in the lineup that can't score more than 1 run. So you know what, Josh? I'm glad you brought that up. Patrick Sandoval, that's leadership qualities right there. That's being a man. That's being freaking, a real player. That should make him stand out. That should make his stupid teammates feel like dog shit. But you know what? I bet you they don't even check social media and they don't even know he said that. That's the sad part. Leaf says Deshaun Watson completed 1 out of 5 pass attempts for 7 yards against Jacksonville. Didn't know he could still play because he should be suspended. He should be out for a while. But I think they promised him if he played, they would touch his butthole. Josh says Sandy is the new ace. No, I don't think he's quite there yet, but he could be someday. Mateos says 4-0 felt like 10-0. I agree. When this team goes down like 2-3-0, it's like, fuck, dude. Like really? And then you got Patrick O'Neill. They get any guy on base. Oh, this guy's got 6 home runs and 7 in his career. Home run right here, guys. Shut the fuck up. How about just be like, hey, you know what we got to do right here? Work the count, get another guy on base. And then, hey, hit and run right here. We can score 1. We'll get right back in it. No, he's just trying to hit a home run. And it's like Ward's like, okay. And he tries to hit a home run and he pops up. Mateo says, I'm still convinced the Renifo is avoiding Reed and Sereno. He's like, don't even touch my bat. I agree, Mateo. I swear to God, if you can stay away from those 2 idiots, I'd suggest any Angels player to do that. Anthony says, I really wish we would try using golf balls during batting practice. It would work. And you know what? I think that is a great idea because I've seen guys like Pujols do it. Now, obviously, he hits those into the ground. But Anthony Gonzalez comes up with a good thing because teams that have done that in high school, college, and pro, and even the minor leagues, it benefits their hitters. I mean, if you can hit something small coming out of a pitching machine like a golf ball, then you can hit a baseball. If you can, some guys will paint the golf balls like a baseball to try to figure out the spin even. So if their eyes can focus on that little golf ball and the spin, they could, figure out what pitch it is. And so that just makes them a better hitter. So yeah, I'm all for that. That's a great idea, Anthony. Those quotes by Sandy would endear me to be better. Exactly. Iron Giant says, fun fact, Tatis still out. He sure is. Rally Chris says, I didn't watch the game tonight. I'm ready for tomorrow. Chargers football, bolt up. Fletcher out there watering the grass with he sure is. Fletch seems to be avoiding the hitting coach as well. He's doing well. The team has been spending touch time at the tip-top golf. Well, yeah, they've probably been doing a lot of golf, but not baseball golf, like Anthony said. Renifo and Fletch sitting next to each other, talking about how they could keep improving, and Sereno tries to talk to them, and they throw the nachos at him and walk away. Yeah, he's like, "Hey guys, want some nachos?" And they're all, "No, fuck you." Mateo says, I thought a gold swing messes up a baseball swing. It helps you. Yeah, it does help you. Abraham says Tatis has got the ringworm. He does, actually. And then let's see. Yo, got a football scrimmage story. Save it for tomorrow, my man, because we're going to bounce out of here in a few minutes. Let's see. I totally forgot to be a baseball fan when I was at Cal Poly Pomona. Yeah, you should check them out. They had a good team. Tatis Jr. will not fight the decision. Ooh. I guess the ringworm were serious. On the bright side, Todd Seahawks are back tomorrow. No, that's not a bright side. We have Geno Smith and we have that idiot. What is it? Luck. I can't stand your luck. Mateo says, how does a golf swing make you better? Well, not a golf swing as far as with a golf club. With a baseball bat, with a pitching machine, shooting golf balls. Because if you can hit it smaller with a baseball bat, you can definitely make contact with a baseball, because then a baseball will look like a softball. So it's playing a mind trick, and it's also like perking up your vision. So if you can see the trajectory of the golf ball, if you could, read the stitchings of the golf ball when they paint them on there, or even if it's, painted on the numbers or lines, whatever these players, these are realistic drills that some coaches will instill in their baseball teams, and it only makes the players better because, again, it makes the ball look like so much bigger when you're actually out there playing. So, oh my God. Hold on a second. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hi, I'm calling from getting ready to go back to school on Tuesday.
Is this the Cheesecakes High School?
Yeah, and we had our first football scrimmage tonight at away stadium, and we pretty much beat the other team.
Okay, so it was just a scrimmage, though?
Yeah, and our varsity's looking good this year.
Are you on the varsity?
We have a lot of... Yeah, I'm playing nose guard.
Oh, shit. All right.
Dude, I'm playing both ways, but and our JV's good looking good too. But like we have a lot of big fellas on varsity this year.
Okay, so what
Like
kind of
people have gotten bigger.
what kind
and
of
we're
offense?
senior heavy this year.
What kind of offense do you guys run?
Offense is normal, like QB running back. Like we have the normal offense. Like I don't know what they call the offense we run. Like I've never really heard of the offense we run.
Okay, so it's like a lot of like fake handoff to the running back. He takes off. It's like sort of like you can give or
Yeah,
go.
we give it to our running back because he's a beast. He's a senior and he's started 3 years for our varsity team, and then we also pass a lot because we have a good wide receiver core, and then our defense is amazing this year, and then our O-line's good, and we're going to be hopefully undefeated and win state CIF this year.
All right. Sounds good, man. You'll have to give us some updates on how the team does.
Dude, I'll call in every Friday night if you're live and tell you if we won or not that night after I go to, if it's a home game, after I go get lit at the football game that night and drink some Mountain Dew at the football game if we're home and talk to girls at the football game and try to get a girlfriend at the football game and hype up the team and at the football game because football season's coming back for our high school and
Just tell them you play for the Cheesecakes and you're the nose guard, and you'll get all the play you need, man.
Yeah, hopefully. And I see one of the comments, no, child of here, I'm not drinking Mountain Dew at the moment, but I will this tomorrow night and Sunday because tomorrow night I'm going to my cousin's 10th birthday at SoFi for a Galaxy game for J Soccer, as we call it, and then Sunday I'm going to a family friend party at my brewery, and I'm gonna get lit off Mountain Dew in the daytime.
Mountain.
And then I'll call in.
Hey, chase that mountain.
Yeah, I'll call in tomorrow before the LA Galaxy soccer game, or whenever if I'm at the game tomorrow night and the Angel game's over, but. Sunday is the day where I'm really going to hit it hard before Monday. Because Monday is a chill day. I have to chill before school. Yeah.
All right, well, chase that Mountain Dew with a Shirley Temple. All right.
Yes, sir. And too bad Angels lost again tonight, but go Angels. And I'll call in tomorrow night before I go to the soccer game and before I get lit tomorrow night at the soccer game.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Mountain Dew King. Have a good night, man. Jeez. We used color golf balls and had hitters call out the colors for everyone. They missed push-ups, turned our worst hitter into a good one. See, Anthony, that's something that's smart, so the Angels won't do it. Tatis will play in 2023. Todd, have the Seahawks trade for Kirk Cousins. I don't think the Vikings will give up on Cousins. I mean, I don't know. Yes, Tatis will miss 42 games, Sonia says. Yeah, because I think that's leftover. Met says, what's up, brother? What's up? How's it going tonight? Tatis will miss 42 games. This is just Hammer, still single, 30 years. There's an option, offense wing tee, and other offensive playbooks. I'm doing combination of option and wing tee. Damn, if you do the wing tee and the option, dude, that's kind of complex for the there's a lot of assignments the offensive linemen have to do. A simple offense, once you get it down, would be pro set, or even I formation based offense, because then you could utilize tight end and 2 receivers and a fullback. Hammer is drinking Mountain Dew as we speak. He sure is. Can you imagine Mountain Dew calling plays? Delay of game. He'd be like, single back. I'm gonna get wasted tonight. Yeah, Mountain Dew. And flags. I'm an offensive guy, which is why I took the job as offensive coordinator. I always like to run and ground and pound. Abraham says their team should have a special play called the Mountain Dew Special, where Hammer runs the ball. It's be late here. Have a good night, everybody. Yes, have a good night, Sonia. Try the West Coast offense. It's great mix. Yes, it is. Andrew says, oh, yeah. Go Sonia. Good night, Sonia. I'd rather have Ozzy Osbourne call plays than the Mountain Dew. Damn, Oceanside. That's where he's at right there. West Coast offense, but I didn't do it like it personally. Okay. At Orange High School, we ran the wing and I formation. Yeah, the wing is kind of tough, but Andrew says football sucks. I'm out. I'm here to tune into baseball. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry. We were talking baseball earlier. Let's see. My offensive playbook has the wheel and slant routes. There you go. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry. But it's been a long night. Again, I got on here and had some problems with the whole issue here with the sound and everything. But, game 2 of the Twins series is tomorrow. Then we have the Twins again. Then we have Seattle comes to town, or we go up there, I believe. I don't know. I have to check it out again. And then we got the Yankees. We got Toronto. We got some major teams coming in, and we're going to be going on a road trip with, we got the Stanks coming to town too. So that's going to be a full house right there, no matter if we like it or not. It's going to be a tough series. But, again, this team can't score. And until they start changing things, it's just going to be more along the lines of this kind of performances from time to time through August and into September. So we can all just hope that things change, and I'm hoping right now that September we ditch all these retreads and we bring all the young kids up and see if these guys can finally hit and see if they can prove something, and we can get some youngsters up here that want to play and be exciting and generate some runs and stop swinging for the goddamn fences. Road trip before Oakland, then they close out before they close the stadium. That would be cool, Anthony, but I think they bought themselves another year up there. So I think they're at least up there for next year, and then they could break the lease if they come up with another deal. So we'll have to see what happens. But in all, it's a good show. We'll get into more baseball tomorrow night. Be on the lookout for that. Angels Twins game 2. Detmers tomorrow gets the start.